we do something that is called Sahaja Yoga. And the word Sahaja Yoga means born with and spontaneous. So when we say born with, what do we mean? We have a chart here. Can you please show them the chart, Libing? Can you make it a little bigger? Is it possible to make it a little bigger? Okay, wonderful. Super. Okay. So when we say born with, you see at the base of the spine, can you point it out for us, please? There. We have an energy. In Sanskrit, it's called Kundalini energy. Kundalini means coil, and this energy is coiled in 3.5 coils. So this is a very, very special energy. In almost every human being, it's dormant. It's in a sleeping state. So in order to meditate, we have to awaken her. And I say her because it's a feminine energy. We call her Mother Kundalini because she knows everything about us. She knows exactly what we have been through. She knows exactly how to cure us and help us grow. Only we have to awaken her. And once she's awakened, she will start to ascend in our spine. And here you can see we have 3 main channels. It's a one blue one. I think it's blue, or is it black? Yeah, it's running on the left side of the spine. Actually, it's inside the spine, so it doesn't look exactly like this. So all the 3 channels is in the spinal cord. So the black or the blue channel on the left side, you could say it's our past. So everything that you have gone through in your life have been recorded in the left channel. So it's like a small memory. Also our emotions are connected to the left channel. It's connected also to our desires. So when we desire something, it's with the energy in the left channel. And then we have on the right side, we have the yellow channel. You see the yellow channel, it starts in the 2nd chakra. The blue channel starts in the 1st chakra, in the Muladhara chakra. So if the blue channel is the past, the yellow is the future. So we also call it the channel of action. So if you desire something, you also have to have an action to achieve it. Okay? So there are different energies in these channels. And when we get the Kundalini awakening, then something really unique happens. For the first time, the Kundalini can ascend in the central channel. So you could say, without the Kundalini awakening, we cannot go into the present, because the central channel is the present. And only in the present we can grow spiritually. So this is what we're going to have an experience here today. I hope you will get the experience. So yoga, what does that mean? Yoga means union. So when this energy is ascending in your spine, she will pass all the chakras. Chakras means energy centers. So when she has gone all the way to the last chakra on the top of our head, which we call Sahasrara. There we get the yoga. It means union. Union with what? Union with the all-pervading power, we call it. It's the energy that actually do all the living work. But until we are connected to it, we cannot experience it. On a mental level, on theoretical level, we can say that there is an energy that does all this work, and we can read in the books, we can read about other person's experience about it, but only when we get our own experience, when the Kundalini get the connection, then we'll start slowly to discover what this is. So when this happens, it's like our thoughts, our thought process. Our thoughts are coming from the past, from the left channel, or from the yellow channel, the future. But when we start to enter in the central channel, then our thoughts start to reside. So they start slowly to be less and less. And at one point, we get thoughtless. And this is the state we would like to achieve and actually stay in this state, because then all our problems, they get resolved. But okay, I just telling you this. You have to be the scientist and try it out and see if it's really it is like this. You can also see on our hands we have different colors and numbers. So of course these chakras, there are 7 of them in the spinal cord. They correspond to different fingers, and they go by color. So for instance, the first one here, the first chakra, is it has connection with this space here, number 1 in our hand. And the second chakra is connected to our thumbs. Okay, so when the Kundalini, and so on, you can see here, the third chakra is connected to the long finger and so on. This you learn very quick. But the thing is, when the Kundalini is awakened, when she ascends in our spine, then if we have any problem in our chakras, she will go to that chakra and work on it. She would like to take out the problem from the chakra. So then we can feel it on our hands. So for instance, if you have a problem in the third chakra, which are these fingers, the long fingers, then you can feel it like a sensation, like a tingling. Yeah, there are different sensations. So actually what Kundalini is doing, she's pointing out to us where we have our problems in our subtle system. So then it's very easy to really understand yourself, and also then you can start to solve these problems. First of all with meditation, but then we have different techniques to clear the chakras. Okay, so there is a lot of theory, but the most important thing is the experience of this. So the other thing you learn slowly. So we're going to do a small meditation now. And after the meditation, we're going to watch a little video where Shri Mataji is the lady here on the photo. She has taught us everything about Sahaja Yoga. So everything we know, we get it from Shri Mataji. And she will talk a little bit about all the chakras in a small video. It's about 11 minutes long. Okay, but first let's do the meditation. So we're going to try it out first, and then we're actually going to do the exercise or the meditation. So we use the right hand. We're going to put it on different chakras. First, we're going to put it on our heart. And here, I will say an affirmation. So I will say it loud, and you just repeat it silent within yourself. Actually, what you're doing, you're communicating to your mother Kundalini. Then we're going to go to the left side of the navel. Again, I will say an affirmation, a different affirmation. You just repeat silent within yourself. And then a little further down, lower part of the stomach on the left side. Again, I will say an affirmation. You repeat back to the navel where we had the hand before, to the heart where we started. Then we're going to go to where the neck and the shoulder meet. And then we're going to turn the head a little to the right. Then we let the forehead fall into our palm. And then we tilt the head backwards, again in our palm. And finally, we're going to stretch our right hand, the fingers as much as we can, stretch them. Put the palm on top of the head. This is where the last chakra is. And here we're going to do a massage. You can do it quite hard, circles. So massage the skin in small circles, 7 of them. And again, I'm going to say the affirmation for that chakra. So clockwise is like this. And you make small circles. So it's some kind of massage, you can say. Okay, so then we can get ready to actually do the meditation. So you can sit comfortable. If you sit on the floor, it's fine. Just keep the back little straight, but relaxed. If you sit on a chair, it's also okay. So let's close our eyes. So what we want to do now, we want to pull the attention within ourselves. So a good trick to pull the attention within is just for 1 minute, we can focus on our breathing. And we breathe in through our nose and out through the mouth. So let's just focus on our breathing for 1 minute. The breathing, we don't have to think about, it takes care of itself. We just observe. We are observers. Don't interfere, just observe. So when we meditate, everything has to be completely effortless. We just desire, ask for it, and then observe and see what happens. No analyzing, just observing. So we can put the right hand on our heart. Here we're going to ask a question. Who am I, Mother Kundalini? Who am I, Mother Kundalini? Can ask that a few times. Who am I? Then we can go down to the left side of the navel. Don't need to just to put the hand very lightly there. Here we're going to ask another question. Mother, am I my own master or teacher? So we can ask it many times. Am I my own master, Mother Kundalini? Can go down to the lower part of the stomach. In Swedish it's called ljumskedis. I don't know the English word for it. Here we're going to ask Mother Kundalini to give us pure knowledge. So ask from your heart, Mother Kundalini, please give me pure knowledge. It's very important that you ask from your heart. Then you will get it. Please give me pure knowledge, Mother Kundalini. Can ask many times, please give me pure knowledge. And go back to the upper part of the stomach. And now we're going to just confirm that we are our own masters. So we say with full confidence, Mother Kundalini, I am my own master. I am my own teacher. I am my own master, Mother Kundalini. And we can go back to the heart where we started. You remember that we asked, who am I? And the answer to that question is that we are the spirit. We're not our thoughts, we're not our feelings, we're not our intellect, and we're not even our body. So the true essence is that we are the spirit. So we can say it many times. Mother Kundalini, I am the spirit. I'm not my thoughts, I'm not my emotions, and I'm not my intellect, and I'm not even this body. I am the spirit, Mother Kundalini. Now we can go to the neck and shoulder. If you have pain here, you can massage it a little bit. We turn the head a little to the right. So when we feel guilt, this chakra is catching. So we say here, Mother Kundalini, I'm not guilty at all. I'm completely free of guilt, Mother Kundalini. I say it many times. I don't have any guilt. The spirit can never have guilt. And since we are the spirit, we're not going to have guilt. So we say, I don't have any guilt, Mother Kundalini. I'm free of guilt. So now we can go to the forehead. Let your head fall into the palm. Exactly at this point, the left and the right channel cross here. And this is also very difficult for the Kundalini to pass here. It's called the narrow gate. And in order for this to open, we have to learn how to forgive. So we can say from our heart, Mother Kundalini, I forgive everyone. I forgive everything, and I also forgive myself. From your heart, I forgive everyone, I forgive everything, and I also forgive myself, Mother Kundalini. Very important for us to forgive. Okay, we can go to the back side of the head, tilt it backwards. And here we're going to ask Mother Kundalini for forgiveness for everything that we have done against our spirit, knowingly or unknowingly. So we can say, Mother Kundalini, please forgive me all my mistakes, those I know of and those I don't. Can take down the hand, shake it a little if you need. Before we do the last, we stretch the fingers as much as we can. Put the palm on the sahasrara, on the top of the head. Remember, here we're going to do a massage the skin in small circle clockwise, and we can push quite hard. So every time we do one of these circles, we ask Mother Kundalini to give us our self-realization. So 7 circles and ask for our self-realization 7 times. So we can do it in our own rhythm. Please give me my self-realization. And when you're ready, you can take down your hands, put them on your laps, palms pointing upwards. And we can sit with the attention on the top of the head. Just relax. And the attention will go there. When the Kundalini is ascending, she will take your attention with you, with her. So we can stay in this state of meditation. We're going to put some music also. So just observe what's happening. So we can continue to stay in this state. Can keep little attention on our hands. Can we feel any tingling in our fingers or hands? Maybe some other sensation, heat or cool breeze, like an air conditioning on our hands or above our head. When the Kundalini is moving without obstacles, then we can feel her like a cool breeze. When she encounters obstacles, then she has to work on them. It can come out like heat. So even if you feel heat, is good because it's a sign that the Kundalini is working on something. The Kundalini, she's giving us feedback. She tells us what's wrong with us, which chakras are catching. So we get all this information from our Mother Kundalini. This knowledge we cannot get in another way. It's only through Mother Kundalini. She wants to bring us into the center, into balance. So now we can continue staying in this state. We're going to watch this little film. It's 11 minutes. Where Mataji is talking about the chakras. She is going very briefly, but when we go through the course, we'll go in depth in each chakra. So can we put the video, please?
Innocence is created within us during the process of our evolution. The first one is the most beautiful one because it stands for our innocence. This innocence is the one which gives us real support, real strength. And you'll be surprised, it is never destroyed. It may be overshadowed, there may be clouds, maybe it may look to be a very dark sky, maybe a hopeless case. Some people might say that we have destroyed our innocence. It cannot be destroyed. Whatever you might have done, this is one center which cannot be destroyed. You may have problems with it, but it cannot be destroyed. It is such a wonderful center you have got, which has got 4 petals, which looks after the pelvic plexus, looks after all the excretion within us. In our own freedom, so-called, do all kinds of things which may not be benevolent for ourselves. Doesn't matter. Kundalini cannot be destroyed. The source which is going to give you the self-realization, I say she is your individual mother. And this mother is such a loving mother. And she knows each and everything about you from your past lives. She knows you very well. She's just waiting for a chance that she can be awakened and she can give you your second birth. So what happens in the second centers when it enters? You just become dynamic, because the second center is for aesthetics and for creativity. Because their Kundalini goes up and the creativity becomes so tremendously active and so dynamic. At the same time, that person becomes very mild, very sweet, very compassionate. So this violence, this anger, this temper is not your creation. It's the creation of your liver. Your liver is little out of order because of many things, and the temper is there. Now, when the temper is too much, you don't know what to do. I mean, you can do whatever you like. In your temper, after all, it's like a drunken personality. You have to approach a person in a temper with a barge pole. But all this temper, everything becomes so cool and so beautiful. It's very surprising. A very dynamic person becomes extremely compassionate. So in Sahaja Yoga, an artist who is struggling today may become a great artist tomorrow. But still I would say these are temptations. You'll become a great artist, you start earning more money, this, that. But that's not the one you have to really be satisfied with. You will never be satisfied with that. So you move to the third center, which we call as the Navi Chakra. This center is, on one side, is made of water, another side with fire. Around it are our 10 valencies, which we can call as our innate religion within ourselves. Now this Navi itself, or we can call the solar plexus, or we can say the navel chakra, gives us, as soon as the Kundalini rises, she awakens this, and the light, when it spreads, you become religious. I don't have to tell you anything. You just become. I don't have to say that you don't take drugs. You just don't take it. Overnight, I have seen people have given up drugs. Overnight alcoholism, overnight everything. And they enjoy their virtues. That's the best part of it. Some people think, oh, then what is the fun? What is this that you take something in the pub and next day you have hangover? Here you take something and next day you are much better off. It never comes down. It never gives you a reaction. It's not artificial. It's not intoxicating. It is from your nerves. It's bubbling out. So this is the center which is very important in us, because most of us have a problem with this center. And here we have a capacity by this center that we enjoy our generosity. Now we have the center which we call here as the heart center. It controls the left and right both. So we have a left and right heart in Sahaja Yoga. As you know that in childhood till the 12 years of age, the thymus. This sternum bone creates the antibodies for you. And these antibodies fight your diseases. So when this center goes out, this is the center which sends all the messages to these antibodies. Now this is the center of a mother. When your motherhood is challenged, you develop breast cancer. Supposing a man is a flirt and his wife is worried, she might get a breast cancer because her motherhood is challenged. And her sense of security is very disturbed. As a result of that, she gets this problem. But do you know this is the center of a husband or of the father? Now if I am telling you, you should not be shocked because later on you will find it. Now if you are a bad husband, you can get asthma. Or if your wife is a shrew, you might get an asthma. Or if you are a very bad father, you might get an asthma. Or if your father is not kind to you, you might get an asthma. If you have not forgiven your father, you might get asthma. The left heart is the place of the mother. Now, if your mother has been hard with you, if you have had very bad experiences, you will have problems of the left heart. Center heart is very important, where your sense of security should be established. You will be surprised in the disease called AIDS. It's the center heart which is out. We have tried to cure, we cured also 3-4 people from AIDS, but they have no willpower to continue with surgery. So then we come to this center, which is we call as the Vishuddhi. This is 16 petals, looks after the cervical plexus. Now this is a very, very important center. And this is the center is for communication. Also when we think we are very responsible, the center goes out. But once you become a Sahaja Yogi, you just do it, no doubt. But you don't think that you are doing it. You just say it's happening. And what a beautiful feeling it is. Then you don't have blood pressures, you don't have headaches, you don't have tensions. No, because we are not doing it, it's just done. And you find it's all done. Now on this center when we come, as I told you, your thinking is controlled by you. You can control. If you want, you can think or you don't think. But in that silence, you feel your peace. If there's too much of crowds, too much of problems, suddenly you become the witness. You start seeing everything, seeing the problem, what it is. Unless and until you can see the problem, you cannot solve it. Because you are in the problem, you just get upset. But if you are out of the problem, you can see it. And that's what happens to you when you become thoughtlessly aware when this center opens out. Last but not the least is the center of limbic area, which is very important. Now, I do not know it has been discovered or not, but will be very soon discovered that very strong things like cracks and all that have got sulfuric acid in it. And that doesn't go anywhere in the body, just rushes into the limbic area. Now this limbic area is a hollow place, which has got all cells here very sensitive to joy, happiness. But they become numb. So numb that ordinary music you cannot hear. Somebody has to scream at you, has to shout at you, has to jump on it. Otherwise you cannot enjoy. Then it has to be worse and worse and worse and worse. I don't know, now with cracks, later on they might develop something even more poisonous. Because it has to excite this limbic area, which is such an important thing. But as soon as the Kundalini enters into that area, limbic area, she soothes it, and it opens like a lotus, 1,000-petal lotus. It opens, and then the Kundalini emerges out of your fontanelle bone area and gets connected to the all-pervading power. Then you start feeling the cool breeze in your hand. You can feel it all over. Some people in the beginning who felt cool breeze could not believe it. So they closed doors, everything, and sat down to see. Still they were feeling it. But it works. Works in the sense that you get empowered. You become peaceful. You become the witness. You become the voice. And you become empowered that you can give realizations to others like this. That you can raise their Kundalini like this. And you can establish that connection. You can do. And this is what is your right to have it. This is what will give you meaning. Otherwise, so far, whatever we have been doing is very frustrating.
So we're going to finish with a small meditation. You can take the right hand and put it, just rest it on top of the head. Just leave it short while. So we can take it down, put it on the lap. The palms should always face upwards when we meditate. So like this. So we can keep the attention on the top of the head. And we're going to try some music. So we can thank Mother Kundalini for the meditation. Thank you, Mother Kundalini, for this beautiful meditation. So we finish the meditation with a small exercise. Take this hand, that place of this hand, we direct it where the spine starts. It's called lifting Kundalini. So the right hand, we do circles, and then we just follow the spine all the way above the head, stretch the back a little and watch upwards, and then we do one knot. This we do 2 more times. Second time we do 2 knots. And the third time, 3 knots. So it's called lifting the Kundalini. And then we do something that is called Bandan. The right hand over the left. You take it over your body, down on the other side, and back again. We do this 7 times because we have 7 chakras. Bandan means protection. So this is a protection for our chakras. Then we take the left and the right hand, put them together in the middle of the body, because we want to be in the central channel, in the present. So in India, they greet each other like this, Namaste. So if you have any questions,